CBS LA at 5 starts with breaking news.
Breaking here at 5, a car crashing into a house in Sun Valley. SkyCal is over the scene there at Ben and Strathern Streets. You can see some damage to the patio and the home.
We know the accident happened about a half hour ago. SkyCal shows video of the driver there being helped out of the car and put into an ambulance. Our assignment desk is making calls right now to get an update on the driver's condition and what may have led up to this crash. We'll keep you updated throughout the night here on CBS LA. Well, our other top story tonight, turning up the heat. Southern California basking in summer-like heat after sprinting forward and springing forward this morning. Sprinting, lots of people ran this morning.
I was not sprinting because I was kind of cold. I'm kind of tired.
Good evening, I'm Leslie Money.
And I'm Tom Waite. We're also streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. Today is, of course, the start of longer days and more sunshine.
You know, we're all a little tired from losing that 1 hour.
Yeah, totally. Hi, Alex.
A little bit of a whiplash. Thanks, Alex. Well, turning now to the Pentagon, announced today that a 7th U.S. service member has been killed in the war with Iran.
Meanwhile, Iran says it has named its new supreme leader. CBS News' Nicole Killian has the latest on the conflict as strikes continue on Iran.
The Pentagon said Sunday a 7th U.S. service member has died from injuries received during Iran's initial retaliatory attacks last weekend. The service member was seriously wounded during an attack in Saudi Arabia on March 1st. This news comes as plumes of smoke rose from an oil refinery in Tehran on Sunday after it was struck by Israeli and U.S. forces. Throughout the weekend, the U.S. continued airstrikes on Iran, bombs lighting up the sky. Iran retaliated, unleashing missiles on a number of U.S. allies in the region, including Bahrain, where government officials say Iran targeted a desalination plant, which provides the country with critical drinking water. President Trump continues to call for Iran to unconditionally surrender.
It's where they cry uncle, or when they can't fight any longer and there's nobody around to cry uncle. That could happen, too.
In a televised message, Iran's president said that the U.S. demand for an unconditional surrender is a, quote, dream they can take to their grave. President Trump said he has not ruled out boots on the ground in Iran in order to bring the conflict to a decisive end.
The White House says the president is keeping his options on the table, and some administration officials say they don't expect the conflict with Iran to last long.
But it will not be long. In the worst case, this is weeks. This is not months, and it leads to a much better place. It leads to an Iran that's defanged, that can't threaten its neighbors, can't threaten American soldiers, and can't continue to drive up energy prices.
The Energy Secretary's comments on Face the Nation come as U.S. gas prices are surging, with the national average rising by 45 cents, according to AAA, in just the last week because of ongoing uncertainty in the Middle East. Nicole Killian, CBS News, Doral, Florida.
Well, as far as gas prices in our area go, prices in LA and Orange counties went up nearly 6 cents overnight, both reaching $5.22, with prices slightly cheaper in Ventura and the Inland Empire. We talked with drivers today about how much the war in Iran is hurting their wallets.
You know, I'm a teenager. I'm not, really making much money. So, I mean, the gas prices going up definitely isn't helping me.
You would, understand why there might be some trepidation in the oil business, but I thought there would be something to gain out of these wars, but obviously there's nothing.
And there are no signs of stopping. Oil prices surged above $100 a barrel today for the first time since 2022. President Trump responding online saying prices will drop rapidly when the Iran nuclear threat is over, saying current costs are a, quote, very small price to pay. Only fools would think differently. Stay with CBS LA and CBSLA.com for continuing coverage throughout the night on the war with Iran. We're also streaming on CBS News Los Angeles.
A family is demanding restitution from the city of Downey after their father was killed by a man living on the streets, and the ambulance that was supposed to take him to the hospital was stolen.
Yeah, our Lauren Posen joins us live with more on why the family is blaming the city. Lauren.
Well, Leslie and Tom, the family feels the city didn't do enough to make the area safer, and as a result of that, they feel that paramedics lost precious time to save their dad. The family of Ronaldo Lafance, a father who had just retired 3 months earlier after working at a lab at UCI before he was killed, is putting the city of Downey on notice. Lead attorney Alex Galindo says they're seeking $40 million in damages from the city.
They had hired a security firm to go and service other areas, secure other areas of the city, but not their crown jewel, their civic center. Lafance was charging his car near the Downey City Library last September when prosecutors say Giovanni Navarro, an unhoused man with a criminal past, attacked and stabbed him to death. Certainly a credible anticipation or expectation that it would be a safe place, when in fact it wasn't, and it was a complete colossal failure on the part of the city. Paramedics rushed to help but couldn't take him to the hospital. The paramedics couldn't transport him to the hospital because the vehicle was stolen by another homeless man, which you can't even write this stuff. I mean, it was just so outrageous and so ridiculous for this to happen. He says the ambulance wasn't equipped with an anti-theft system. Nicholas DeMarco led police on a 15-mile chase in the ambulance before crashing in Alhambra and was arrested. Concerned community members held a vigil for Lafance, calling the crime and growing homelessness near the library out of control. While nothing can bring him back, his family's attorney says the city needs to be held accountable so no other family has to endure this kind of pain. Clean up the city in this area. Again, it's happening right in front of the Downey Library where little children come to learn to read books and study and do homework. So the city has 45 days to respond, and then after that, if there's no response, an official lawsuit will be filed. And of course, we did reach out to the city of Downey, but so far have not heard back yet. Reporting live in downtown Los Angeles, Lauren Posen, CBS LA.
Thanks, Lauren. Heavy smoke could be seen pouring out of a house today in Larchmont. This is new video from St. Andrew's Place just after 2 this afternoon. No one was at the home at the time, but firefighters say the home was seriously damaged. No word on what started the fire.
In San Bernardino, a fire ripped through an apartment building this morning, forcing more than a dozen people from their homes. Luckily, no one was hurt, but 2 buildings were damaged and several cars destroyed.
CBS LA's Zach Boetto spoke with residents about how they managed to escape.
Towering flames tearing through a San Bernardino apartment